appreciate that shit. Again, that's the guy that sees the T-Rex and is like, I got this, bitch. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what are 8 high-value ways that men approach women? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked so specifically as usual. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear me answer these super specific questions y'all ask, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so there's 8 of these, and y'all know that if it's more than 4, I tend to get really overwhelmed. So let's get started. The first one is with authenticity. So if you're a guy who comes in and says what's actually going on for you, instead of like a scripted, do you know where the Starbucks is? I talked about this, I think in another video, conversation starters. If you come in and you're like, hey, I saw you, I had to talk to you. If that's all you've got, even if all you've got is, I've got nothing, how are you? Anytime you are that fucking genuine to what's really going on for you, to what you're really thinking and really feeling in that moment, we will feel very genuinely for you. Because we appreciate a man who could keep it that real. And if all you've got is, hey, that's all I got, then oh my God, let's fucking talk. The second one is with curiosity. Now, if you approach me with a genuine curiosity about myself, maybe you saw me doing something and you're like, bitch, what are you doing? We'll appreciate that. Especially if it's not like, hey, where are you from? Like, bro, you could say that to anybody. You could copy and paste where are you from to fucking anybody. Man, woman, chick you're interested in, chick you're not interested in. But if you could be genuinely curious about me, that's that shit that we value. Number 3 is without apology. So I talked about being authentic to the moment, being genuine to yourself, what's going on for you. So if you come in without giving a fuck because that's who you are, then that's cool. We'll appreciate that. I sat down at the bar the other day. You know, some guy's like, whoa, you're really fucking hot. And I was like, oh my God, okay, thank you. And he was like, sorry, I just gotta say it. I have a tendency to just blurt out whatever I'm thinking. And I appreciate that. Granted, he apologized, but at the same time, he really didn't. He wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. No, he was like, you're really fucking hot. My bad, you are. Anytime you can honor you and yourself above anybody else without apologizing for what you're saying, or what you're thinking, or how you're feeling, that's that shit that we'll be like, he's a T-Rex fighter. Number 4 is with gusto. So if you have the balls to even do it and make no apology for it, we appreciate that. I talked about this a couple of videos ago where a guy literally saw me walking on the street in his car and I gotta talk to you. Oh, we appreciate that shit. Again, that's the guy that sees the T-Rex and is like, I got this, bitch. We appreciate a man who goes full force, is assertive, is proactive, because that's that guy that we know we can lean on when times are rough, when we're 9 months pregnant and incapable of even seeing our feet. Which then brings me to the next one. I've already alluded to this, which is whatever you've got in the moment. If all you did was come at us with a, hey, how are you? And you make no apology for it, and at least you fucking do it, we'll appreciate that. You don't have to come in with these perfectly tailored approaches, because if you just come in and say something at all, when most guys won't even approach us, we'll really appreciate that. In fact, on our first episode of The Naked Truth, my new Patreon podcast or show, if you will, where me and a plethora of girls give our uncensored, unfiltered opinion and girl talk, we talked about men approaching. We appreciate men approaching at all with whatever you've got. I'll tell you right now, all these guys that do approach us are the guys who don't give a fuck. And the guys who don't give a fuck are the careless, reckless, don't give a fuck about women at all types of guys. So if you know you're a good guy and you mean no harm and all you've got is a hey, how you doing today? You fucking hey, how you doing today? The shit out of that approach. We'll appreciate that shit. And number 6, without needing her approval. You don't sit there and like, oh, is this a good enough approach, huh? I can't tell you how many clients come to me saying, how do I approach her to get her number? Like what? What do you even need anything from her yet? She could be a meth addict. How do you want to be approved by her, this woman you don't even know yet? Which then brings me to number 7, which is without needing a predetermined outcome. If you go in already knowing that I want to ask her out without even hearing from us first, we'll know that you have ulterior motives. And you know who else has ulterior motives? Yes, rapists and murderers. So if you know that you want to come in there and have no expectation, you don't need shit from her, you're just here to talk because she's fucking hot, woo, we will fucking love it. Which then brings me to the last one, which is is with a set of filters and standards. If you, off the bat, are one of those guys who are like, I'll take any woman who wants me, we'll see you as a super needy motherfucker who can't be trusted. Because what if we did go along with you? Who's to say you won't be taken by the next woman when we're 9 months pregnant? So again, going back to, is this woman worth my time? Does this woman have qualities that I want for a partner? Does this woman pass my tests, my criteria? If you can go in like that, that'll put you in a position of power where you are now the selector and you're not needing to prove yourself to women. And we sense that shit. We sense these guys with standards and filters, and these are the men that we want to prove ourselves to. So if you know you're not coming in with any of these traits, so to speak, when you're opening up to women, apply right now to work with me and my team, where we help guys get in this position of power where they are the selectors and they are in control of that dynamic, where you are leading it to whether or not she is worthy of you. If you haven't yet applied, apply here right now or at speaktosparkrazzle.com/apply. Be more mindful of these 8 things when you're going in to talk to these women. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.